Hey, she's Velvet Steel. This is Regan coming to you live for Coffee Talk, or more importantly, Afternoon Talk today. As you can see, I am live but solo, so I am missing one of my people, but that's okay, because today my whole talk is, just got a little notification, is that we are, Danielle Fisher. I wish you could get live. I'd actually bring you on as my guest today. But my whole thing today is actually called about self-care. So we're going to do this in a little different format since I'm just by myself and can get tired of hearing myself or watching me groom my eyebrows. That's the self-care I'm talking about today. But yeah, it's a little more nerve-wracking by yourself. Okay. So I feel like the one area that I struggle with personally, that's why even at this, like I was supposed to be logged in over 20 minutes ago, but was caught on a pretty urgent phone call for work. And I thought to myself, like, last week when we did Coffee Talk, I was actually due for a physical, but I want to do my Coffee Talk, and I'm like, I'll get to it, but it's now we're going on 2.5 years. So Friday, went in and finally had that lovely little physical, just checking up, gave some blood to see where I'm at. My amazing doctor said I look great. I was wearing my wedding ring, so I'm like, hey, buddy, I'm married. But at the end, I ended up having to have the lovely breast exams. And now I'm set to go in for a mammogram, so I'll definitely keep people updated. Actually, I'm kind of interested in maybe seeing if I can go live while I'm doing that. I don't know if that's possible, because I would love to be seeing a live mammogram. But I kind of got in my spirit, one thing that I've been thinking about, and even Gretchen and I are kind of talking about, is the whole self-care. I feel like if there's one area that I really lack in, I mean, we can always talk about not enough date nights, not enough patience with our kids, we don't work out enough, da-da-da-da-da. I mean, the list goes on. And at the end of the day, I feel like the self-care aspect, because I even went to a parenting seminar and said, how much time do you actually spend alone, like having your own time to self-care? And that could look different for everybody. Like for me, self-care, honestly, is an hour alone in my room. Maybe it's a bath, maybe it's a shower, maybe I'm actually like just hanging out. Maybe I'm watching a TiVo show. For some of my friends, it's going to be, they're going to go out and just go drink some coffee and read a good book. Maybe for you, it's going to the movies. I love that too. Okay, so that's going to be me. But I feel like sometimes we're so focused, sometimes even on the inward of us, of like, okay, well, we need to be growing more. So we're trying to get into our Bible, which I'm not here to say don't get into your Bible. I've been doing that consistently every day for going on 2 weeks now, and I've noticed a huge difference. But the other aspect of it is that it's just what helps you re-energize, what reinvigorates you. And even with like this whole little, me going in for my physical, the reason it's been so long since I've gone in for physical, and now I'm stuck doing a ridiculous sign up for a mammogram with some weird lump in my breast. It just shows like sometimes we put that stuff on the back burner. Like we're making sure our kids are at our dentist appointments. I make sure they get their updated shots. They're going to their things. My husband, I'm scheduling his stuff. Dental visits. Me, I just figure I'll eventually like get in there. And I thought, wow, if I'm struggling this much with just finding that time for me, and I'm saying I really want to keep it real. And my thought is not that I needed the time to be like, okay, I need just a little bit of time to organize this one thing, just a little bit of time to finally sit down and read my Bible. Maybe that is your thing. But self-care is sometimes just the moment where you can just relax. Like you're not trying to fill a quota. You're not trying to set a standard of like, okay, I needed today to get on to do my devotional so God knows that I love him and so that he loves me. Or I need to go on, clean the house, start making the dinner so my family knows I just didn't sit at home and watch soap operas all day. Whatever it is, none of that would be considered, in my mind, self-care. Self-care is just doing something because you're absolutely just like, hey, I just need to take care of this for me. So that, not going super deep there, I guess, but weighing on me, and I feel like a problem is much easier to adjust, to catch, to fix if you have the time to just address it in the beginning. be it with me and my, future upcoming mammogram. Now I mentioned it like 4 times in one talk. This is why I never do coffee talks alone. I will be going live with that one. So ladies, this isn't deep. It's not super relevant, but I would love for everybody watching to maybe post on, and thank you, Danielle, for your prayers. Just what you think you can do as you guys think of some area that maybe you've been neglecting in your self-care aspect. Maybe it is just finding a little moment of quiet, but not making that as like one more to-do list, but saying, okay, God, what do I just keep putting off that obviously you keep bringing to my mind? My little girl last night, she said to me, she says, well, I don't know if I've ever really heard God speak to me. This is my 6-year-old. She wants me to pray for her. And I was like, absolutely, I'll pray for you. I said, well, but God's always talking to you. I said, sometimes I wake up in the middle of the night, something wakes me up and it says I have to go in and put a blanket over you. And it's a thought in my head. I'm like, do you think I'm, feeling that thought? I go, no, God's the one that's placing that in there. So I think even right now, the fact that it keeps rolling through my mind with, hey, just women, we all need to just stop. We're amazing. We're multitaskers, but think, what do we need for just a moment? And like I said, we don't have to get rocket science with that. Yeah, Mary, you don't need to feel guilty if you want to buy yourself something. I do. I honestly do. I don't know how, and many times I've bought my kids brand new clothes and I haven't yet. Like, I'm looking at the price tags and like, just never buy it. And I should, because I literally wear the same thing. I'm going to keep on this sweatshirt for a record time. But just in what area that is that you could be struggling with. Maybe it is in just the area that you want a new shirt. Maybe you do need a little bit more quiet time. Maybe you need that quiet reflection. So take a moment today and just sit there and say, like, God, what area of my own self-care, not to do with your family, not to do with that, do I need to be looking at? And it could be something as simple. I see a thing about the dentist, maybe we just need to go to the dentist. Maybe it's time to go see our doctor. Maybe it's time to be like, there's a friend that we've wanted to spend time with, but we're just always so busy and all that we need to go do it. See, Danielle even went to a painting class on Friday night. Just maybe there's those fun outings that we're always thinking something better that we can do. So go out, be blessed this Monday. Tomorrow, let's try not to eat too much candy. Unless we need to. Self-care. One mom told me, she said, I just go crazy on Halloween. My kids can eat as much as they want. And then after that day, I put it away. Just give it out throughout the year. So I'm going to try that. Have a blessed week, ladies. And I'll be looking forward to seeing some of your comments, any thoughts on self-care. Take care.